In the last couple of years, Rotary has added a fifth avenue of service, and that avenue of service is what they call New Generations, and it's all about the youth. And I'd like, if I could, to get a couple of our club members to come up, Angelo and Jerry. Jerry, would you come up? And we have Bill Baker here already. And I'd like to talk a little bit about the programs that this club is doing in regard to youth. As you know, about 3 years ago, Jerry started a program with the Phillipsburg School District, the CALS program, Computer Assisted Learning Solutions. And I think that that program has been an enormous success. Jerry has a little bit to tell you about the program, and I'm going to turn this over to him, and then we'll get back to a little bit more of my thoughts. Go ahead, Jerry.
I'll be very, very brief. The report came in from the superintendent's office. So the program this year was implemented in mid-October, and it ran through mid-April. There were 10 participants. 39 sessions were had. Just to be brief, in literacy, 8 students increased in their performance levels, and 2 students, their performance levels remained unchanged. In math, 9 of the 10 showed an increase in their performance level, and the 1 other student remained the same. Parents, teachers, everyone they were just thrilled by the program. The students seemed more interested in their work. They became very sociable, very interactive. We thanked the school for their efforts, and the school thanked us, the Rotary here in Phillipsburg, and the district thanks us as well. So I think all in all, it's money well worth spent, and I've seen a few of the students who participated a year or so ago, and they have fond memories of the program. So I think it's a worthwhile effort, and hopefully it can continue.
Great. Thank you, Jerry. Great job. I'm glad that Bill is here because I'd like to talk a little bit. Angelo began the Interact Club with the Stewartsville School District this past week, and they had their first organizational meeting, and I'm going to let him speak to you about that for just a minute. But I'd like to talk about Bill Baker first. As you all know, Bill Baker took over the dictionary project after the passing of Bill Wojcik, and he's done it seamlessly. And one of the only things that all the students in the group that are now in our Interact group in Stewartsville knew about the Rotary Club is that the Rotary comes to their school and gives out dictionaries in the 3rd grade. So I think we all owe Bill Baker a round of applause for the great job he does with that program, and what a good thing that is for the youth, that 5 years later the kids still remember getting that dictionary in 3rd grade. Angelo, you want to tell the club a little bit about the...
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we had the kickoff this last Thursday, and one of the first things that I asked them, I said, how many people still have their dictionaries? And almost all of them raised their hands. So these are 7th and 8th graders. They still have their dictionaries, and they all remember. As a matter of fact, in Greenwich, they're a little different from the other schools. When they come up with the dictionaries, they all cheer and they give each other the high five. And 4 or 5 years ago, they had still done that. So it's like a tradition in Greenwich. 28 kids had signed up for the Interact program, and I counted about 22 at the kickoff, but some of them trailed in later, and I think maybe they had some of them had appointments or whatever. I'm sure that most of them will be there. So we just went through an explanation of Rotary and what we were about, and the kids they're really sharp kids. I tried to get a few smiles out of them. 7th and 8th graders don't have the same humor that 3rd graders have, so. You know, these are the kids these are not the cut-ups, so you don't have it's harder to get smiles
So
out.
you'll need new material for next time.
Let me tell you, when the teacher took over, because she had her agenda as to what she was going to do, the world of difference between me and her. You know, I showed some pictures from the Rotary International of all the youth events, and you know, so they get an idea of what it was about, and went through all the different youth programs, and so they have a good idea of everything that Rotary has. And we're going to let her take over. She is a really, well, a lot of you met her last week. She didn't really get a chance to talk, but she knows her stuff. She got them, you know, when she took over, she got them talking and back and forth. They, they're required to do 2 projects, community and international, but they're going to do 3. They're going to do school, community, and international. And we do need, as far as the charter is concerned, we need 5 people on the committee to approve their projects. I'm sure they're going to be good projects, but you know, we do have to have 5 people. So far, we have the 2 of us, and Brett is going to be on it. And I think I've already, I don't know if he did volunteer this morning, but
That looks like a volunteer to me.
anyway, we need 5 people, so we have 3 so far, and then so it's going to be their official meeting is going to be every 2 weeks, and the next meeting they'll have the nominations. They're taken from the 8th grade for the nominations, and so hopefully within the next couple of meetings we'll be able to charter them, and then we'll get the governor over there, and we'll have a big splash where, you know, invite the parents, we'll have a bigger meeting where, I mean,